Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is an allegation that British poppies are banned from schools in the United Kingdom. Now, this story follows up to a video I made a couple of 3 days ago about the attempts to disrupt Remembrance Day in the United Kingdom in several towns and cities across the United Kingdom. And I spoke in that video about my days as a school child and how I used to really like the sort of week before Remembrance Day, where every day for a few minutes the older kids would come into the class with a tray of poppies and collect money for poppy appeal. And I used to love my poppies. It's just one of my earliest memories. But it appears that the poppy and its place in some schools in the United Kingdom has deteriorated somewhat since many moons ago when I was a school child. And this story has been passed on to me, a video that I'll show you in a minute or two, apparently appeared on TikTok this morning, where a mother is making a very, very strong and I think crazy situation where she's making this allegation of what happened to her kid in school. Now, I don't know the woman. I don't know anything about her. But if what she's saying is true, and it's exactly as she's saying it, then I just kind of wonder what is going on in the United Kingdom. And if I know it's only a small thing, but it's such an important small thing that if this story is 100% accurate, and I've no reason to believe it's anything other than accurate, because I don't know the woman, so I can't vouch for her. But what she's saying and the evidence she's shown appears to be true, then the United Kingdom might be in a worse state than I even thought. But I'll show you the video and we'll discuss it in a wee bit more detail once you see it. So here's the video.
So my daughter's school has done it again in terms of ridiculous detentions being handed out. Now, I know you're all thinking, oh well, it's probably something you're doing to antagonise the school, but this was yesterday, so just bear in mind, it was the 11th of the 11th yesterday, so Remembrance Day. So I got a message from my daughter. Just got a detention for wearing the pin. Now, the pin in question is a poppy pin. It's just not any poppy pin though, it is the actual British Legion poppies that are being sold everywhere. So the school has given her a detention for wearing a poppy pin. Just think about that. Think about that for a minute. So the current update at the moment is I have spoken to the school and I am hopefully, don't hold out much hope, we'll be getting a meeting with the head teacher. If not, the whole of the I've already spoken to people in the British Legion, they're all ready to make a stand. Ex-armed forces are ready to make a stand, but we're just holding back until we've had that meeting with the head teacher. If she comes up, this is the head teacher that will never confront anyone, so I'll probably get someone else. And for those who know me, please do not mention the name of the school on this platform, because for now, we'll hold back for now.
There you go. So this woman's claim is her daughter wore a poppy pin, British Legion issued poppy pin, on the 11th of the 11th and was given detention by her school. Now, to try and show balance, I will look at a couple of other possibilities here without try to rubbish the woman's story, because I'm kind of verging on the side that what she's saying is true. But, for balance, we'll consider another couple of things that was said in the video. The first thing she said was something along the lines of, I know you'll be thinking, and they're giving out more detentions for strange reasons. So this would suggest to me that her daughter has had detentions before, and we don't know what for. It could be for legitimate reasons where she's done something wrong, or it could be completely nonsense. So we can't decide that this is a bad girl in any way, but I think it's safe to say she has had detention previously for legitimate reasons or not. And the other thing, when she shows her text from her daughter, it's she's getting detentions for that pin. She doesn't say for wearing it. I don't know, Could she maybe jag somebody with it? I don't know. I think that's probably not what happened, because a poppy pin, the normal poppy pin, isn't really going to hurt anybody. So I can't see that being the what's happened. But I suppose it is a possibility if the story's not as simple as I believe it is initially. So what's happened here is, by the looks of it in face value, young ladies went into their school on Remembrance Day, which would have been Monday, with a poppy pin, a proper normal British Legion poppy pin, and been given detention. And that horrifies me. Because if this story is true, as it's been suggested by the parent, then what is going on in this country? How could anything as British as a poppy lead to a young girl getting held in detention, being actually punished by a school in the United Kingdom for wearing an emblem which was paying respects to people in our armed forces who laid down? And in the first instance, the original reason for Remembrance Day was to pay respects to those in the First World War, who many died in horrific circumstances for our futures over 100 years ago now. And then obviously we now use it to respect those soldiers in any other conflicts since, which many have died in. And this whole poppy debate, I totally respect people's choice not to wear a poppy. I do. If you feel for some reason you do not want to wear a poppy, I'm actually quite cool with that. I like to wear my poppy, even when I was abroad during the weekend, the Remembrance Weekend. Any video I had, these guys would have seen me wearing a poppy on the videos. I run a kids' football club, and I supply free of charge every single kid the opportunity to wear one on their shirts and match days in the Remembrance Weekend, and we leave that down to each family to decide whether their child wants to or not. And I think this year I think all of them wore the poppy, but it's not forced on them. And then we ask the parents to make a small donation if they wish, which we will then compile all those donations and give them to Poppy Appeal. And this week, probably end of this week, we'll get the last of the donations in on Friday at training, so it might fall into next week. So that's how I respect the poppy, and how I actually respect other people's choice of not wearing a poppy. But what I'm getting sick of is the airtime given to people who refuse to wear a poppy, which is, I'm fine with it. Don't want to wear it, don't wear it. But what I'm sick of hearing every year, and it seems to get louder and more cases of it, that we give airtime to people to tell us why they don't want to wear a poppy. And that disturbs me. I don't need to know how you justify not wearing a poppy. Just don't wear it. I'm not interested in your reasons or excuses if they're excuses. I genuinely don't care. And see, if you want to wear a white poppy or a Palestine poppy or any other bastardisation of the poppy, then I'm fine with that as well. But I don't see why you need to use these bastardised versions on the 11th of the 11th, when the majority of other people are wanting to do one day out of the year, for 1 minute, pay respects to people who have died in conflict protecting our country in any form. And if we are actually now banning poppies and chastising and giving punishment to people in schools for wearing them, kind of displeases me somewhat, and I'm sure it will for the vast majority of people who tune into these videos. So if you enjoyed the video, or the content rather, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please consider subscribing and hitting the notifications bell. Put your comments below, please. Let me know what you think of this topic. But most importantly of all, unless you're the growing number of people in the United Kingdom who despise the poppy and are not happy just not to wear one themselves have to try and justify your actions. Not you, but
everyone else. Have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.
So my daughter's school has done it again in terms of ridiculous detentions being handed out. Now, I know you're all thinking, oh well, it's probably something you're doing to antagonise the school, but this was yesterday, so just bear in mind, it was the 11th of the 11th yesterday, so Remembrance Day. So I got a message from my daughter. Just got a detention for wearing the pin. Now, the pin in question is a poppy pin. It's just not any poppy pin though, it is the actual British Legion poppies that are being sold everywhere. So the school has given her a detention for wearing a poppy pin. Just think about that. Think about that for a minute. So the current update at the moment is I have spoken to the school, and I am hopefully, don't hold out much hope, we'll be getting a meeting with the head teacher. If not, the whole of I've already spoken to people in the British Legion. They're all ready to make a stand. Ex-armed forces are ready to make a stand, but we're just holding back until we've had that meeting with the head teacher. If she comes up, this is the head teacher that will never confront anyone, so I'll probably get someone else. And for those who know me, please do not mention the name of the school on this platform, because for now, we'll hold back for now.